know about like you guys aware of map in Java? What is the use of map and what are the classes available in maps? Do you have any knowledge on, or it will be like a base to start?
Going to give an high level. So here we have 3 batches.
Okay.
So 2 batches guys might have knowledge about map, might have, and 1 batch they are just starting with the loop, for loop
Okay.
and
Okay.
if statements.
Okay.
So it will be uh, you can start from the base so that everyone can understand.
Okay. Okay. So let me know when you see my screen.
Going,
Guys,
the
you see my
voice is
screen,
not
right?
clear. Going, yeah, yeah.
Your voice is very lag.
How about Arun now?
It's
Hello.
better going.
Now it's good.
Yeah, it's better, better.
Give me a second. Give me a second. I'll connect through LAN. How about Arun now? Is it okay?
Yeah, going. It's clear.
Okay. So guys, yeah, okay. So guys, map is a one of the we can say like a collection we have like array, set, and on map actually. So map actually. So we'll see like array and set. What is the use of array and set? We will see later. So first we'll see that what is the use of map actually. So map is a interface actually. Interface is nothing but we are define the methods. We won't have anything declared like for example we are defining the rules. We are not defining anything. We have what are the steps to be followed for the rules actually. So that's what interface. So I don't know, I'm getting a noise from
Oh,
somewhere.
one second. And then go on with. Sorry.
I don't know. Okay. So this is what map actually. Map is an interface. Will be available in a package level. So map will come under the Java util package. So map will represent with a key and value. So and it contains a unique key. Map contains a unique key. So what are the classes available under that map actually? So map is an interface which from that we have derived a like linked ASMap and tree map. So we will see the details about how the ASMap, tree map, linked map is implemented in map actually. So basic hierarchy is this was the hierarchy of map actually. So start map is an interface actually. So and most of the people will be confused like map will come under like collection, but it's not true. Collection is different. From the collection we have like array list and linked list and set, but map will be different hierarchy. So this is the hierarchy of that map actually. So map is an interface. It will extend from the short map. And from here, we have 3 types. We will see about like a linked ASMap, and tree map. How the implement will be done in class level. So we'll see in detail about this one. So before that, we want to know about characteristic of map interface. So what are the features available in the map interface? So map cannot contain a duplicate keys. Key should be unique actually. It should not be duplicate key. And like key can map at most one value. You can map only one value actually for that for a corresponding. For example, there is a key like a name. For that name, the name will be like Govind. So this is the this should be a unique actually. And also there is a most one value we have to map. And also so there is some deviation from that actually, like some implements like allow null key and null values will be available in ASMap and linked ASMap, but tree map it will not allow the null key and null value. Only one null key, only null values will be available in ASMap and linked maps. And also next, so order of map. So how that order, if you are using tree map, it will be maintained insertion order actually. And also in linked ASMap, it will maintain the insertion order. But in ASMap, it will not follow. It will be inserted. For example, now I am inserting like a name equal to Govind. Second time I am inserting. If I retrieve, it will come only one. If I next time I will insert like name equal to like name one equal to Arvind or Arun. So that order will be changed when we get that output actually. But if you use tree map or linked ASMap, it will be like a retrieve as an insertion order actually. So these are major differences for this tree map actually. Then there are two interfaces implementing the map. It's nothing but like sorted map and ASMap. That's what I shown in the hierarchy. The third point which represents the hierarchy of that zone. And when we have to use the maps actually, when we have to use map, why we have different classes, different interface, why we have to use map, and when we have to use, we have to think about before implementing this one. For example, whenever you are getting a value like key and value, that time you must use like a map actually. For example, we have a error codes. OP, everyone sees the error code. For example, if you are if you are using browser something, if any error goes like if anything any goes like international connection something, site will give 500 error code actually. Key and value different actually. So key, it will represent the error code, value will be 500. So that time you can use of maps. And also zip codes. So zip code is nothing but every city have a particular zip code. For example, if you take anything Chennai something 60001, for if you go another state, another district, it will be. So that time you need a zip code. And also, for example, a map of managers and employees. So every employees will come under some managers row. So that kind for that retrieving the values also we can use that. Hello.
నీళ్ళు తక్కువ పోస్తుంది ఎవరైనా సాంబార్ నీళ్ళు తక్కువ పోస్తుంది నువ్వు ఎంత నీళ్ళు పోస్తావా
Guys, can you mute there? I'm getting some voice. Hello.
Yeah, Govind, I have muted.
Now you can. Now you're clear.
I don't know, are you able to-
Yeah, Govind, I can hear you.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. So then, whenever you like this, you can use. For example, if you are getting hello.
You can hear you, Govind. You can go ahead.
Okay.
Please.
And also we can use map when we retrieve a value from database. In database, if you take a MySQL like a MySQL database, it will always stored in the key and value. When we retrieve the data as a key and value, we can store in a ASMap, and we can from ASMap we can iterate and we get the values. So this is how we can use the map when we are required actually. So then I will see the basic operation which is available in the map actually. For example, first operation is like adding. How can we add? So in map, it will not, there is no direct method like add. We have to use put actually. So there is a method called put method. We have to use put method to add the values actually. So this is the default installation of map. We have to create a object like this one, map, and we have to specify that what is the type of values actually. For example, I am storing with a 1 as a Sundar, 2 as a Ramaswamy. Then you have to specify the integer and string. So like that we have to define. So this is how syntax will be followed. Like after creating an object, from this object value, we have to we have to use a put method. Then we have to store the element. When you print a sys out, like after adding, you will get like a in array like a 1 equal to Sundar, 2 equal to Ramaswamy, like that. So these are one of the default installation way. Or else if you want a generic way, then you have to use like this actually. You have to specify, for example, integer equal to string, integer string, and you have map integer string. So like this also we can use. This is the by default syntax. And next one. So if you want to update or if you want to change the element which is added today, for example, today I added name 1 equal to Sundar and 2 equal to Ramsamy. But today that employee has been gone. I have to assign some other instead of Ramsamy, I have to assign some other name. So that time you can use update method. For update also, there is no other method. We have to use put method only. We have to specify that ID key, and we have to specify the name. So it will come. For example, first thing what we have done, were added. So after adding the initial map, you will get as a Sundar equal to 1 and 2 as a Ramsamy. Then what I done next, I updated. After updating what I got, if I give this out, it will give like a Sundar and a Pillai, since I have updated the method. So this is how that update method also will be there. Next we'll go to remove.
Govind, once again. Guys,
Yeah.
do you have any questions now?
Okay.
Okay, Govind, once again. Guys, do you have any questions now?
Yeah.
Hello,
No.
Govind. I have one
Yeah,
doubt.
yeah, tell me.
Actually, whether we need to put a new integer of one, it is necessary, or we can simply put one, no?
No, we
HM
can.
one dot put off new
Yeah, we can
integer.
specify. We can specify. Since I use generic method here, so I am using the integer actually. If you are not using like generic method first, I shown your
Your
default
voice
method.
is breaking, Govind.
That time is not required actually. You can use directly like a one equal one comma. It's not required. It's not a mandatory. It's not a mandatory actually. Hello,
Oh, okay,
hello.
okay, okay.
It's
Thank
not
you.
a mandate. It's not a mandatory. We can specify by default like that also. That's not a
Okay,
mandatory thing.
okay,
Okay.
okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Any
So
other questions, guys?
No,
Harish.
no, Govind. No, more.
okay. Thanks, guys. So then we'll go for removing actually. So in order to remove the element from the map, we have to use remove method. There's a default method they're given by remove method like remove method. So there's nothing but it will take only one argument like key only. So I don't want to pass values. I need to pass the key name in that remove method. For example, I want to remove this one Ramsamy. Then I have to specify that value integer 2. Then it will remove the our Ramsamy value and it will print only Sundar in that available map actually. So this is how remove method will be there available. So can I go ahead or you guys have any doubt in that remove method? Shall I?
Yeah, no doubts.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes, Govind, go ahead.
So and the most important thing is like we have to get the values actually. There is a we have to once we had it, we have to get a specific value or something like I have to see only the what are the keys available. I want to see only the what are the values available. I want to see two values like key and value map combination also. So there we have like iteration. We can iterate in multiple way. So there is a common methods available for iteration. So key set is nothing but if you want to get only key, which is added by map, then you can use key set in iteration way. And also if you want to get the values which you are added, then we can use the values method which is available in the map class. Map interface. And then we have entry set. So if you want to get the combination of key and value, then we can go again with the entry set. So this is how that iteration will be happen in ASMap. So these are the specific methods which is available for getting the values from ASMap. So it's nothing but like I specify like map.entry is nothing but it's a nested interface which is available the interface which is available in the interface class interface actually. So then we'll see that how that iteration will happen. So iteration is nothing but, for example, here what I done, I added the method, added the values like 110 equal to Sundar, 120 equal to Ramsamy, 130 equal to Devash, something I added. Now I want to I want to get that values actually. What are the available actually? Or what are the respective values for that keys available? So then what I would do, there is an iterator actually. So we have to create a object for iterator. In iterator, we have to specify like that ASMap object created, right? H1 map dot key set dot iterator. So there we have to use while loop. In that we have there is a two method. Iterator you have a two method, as next and next method. So as next it tells that whether we have a next key or not. If it, for example, I have first loop, it will go. It will check whether as next. It will share that yes, next key is available. Then it will go inside the loop, and there's a method called next. In the next method, it will return the key actually. Get, so it will give the key and values actually. So like that, we can get that key and value which is available in this ASMap whichever added actually. So this is one of the way to get the values. We can use instead of while loop, we can use a for loop also for like enhanced for loop for getting this value. So I'll show that in another example. So then, so guys, please stop me if you have any questions, or else I will go again. Okay. So next is like I want to get only a key actually. So you guys know how to add that elements, right? How to add the element and the task map. So I want to get that only key. I said to you, right? We can use for enhance for loop enhancement loop. So in that there is a method called key set. So what I'm declaring, like we are getting an object of as map in that ASMap we can have t-shirt. From the t-shirt we are assigning the roll number. We can print this roll number, then it will get that all the roll number which is available for the ASMap. So this is how that ASMap will work added actually. So then we have seen like then we have seen like we can get the values like key and value, and we have seen like how to get only keys. Then we are going to see how to get only values which is available in that ASMap. So it's nothing but we have to use only values. I said, you know, right before itself there is a like a method like he said values and entry set. So like that we have like method called values here. So we have to specify that after adding the element for by using for loop for enhancement loop, we can specify the values method. So it will retrieve the names actually whatever added. So it will for example we have like 4 types, right? Four names we are added. It will enhance for 4 loops and then you will get the ASMap will work. These are the basic methods actually. So we have some other methods also, but it's rarely used. Mostly used method like update, like a put method, add method, and like a update, remove, and iteration. These are the basic operation which is available in the ASMap. Next, we will see. I said, you know, there are multiple methods like max 10 to 12 methods which is available in the map. So if you want to clear the data which is available, so then we can use clear method. So clear method is nothing but same syntax only, guys. For example, this is a syntax, the h1 dot put, right? So if I want to clear the data, then I can use hm1 dot clear. So it will clear the all the elements which is available in the collection actually. So this is how it will work. And also if I want to compare values, for example, whether the key is available or not, something, then I can use contains key. If you want to verify that key is available or not, then we can use contains key. And same like if you want to verify if any values is just available in that ASMap or not, then we can use like contains value. So you guys know about entry set, why we are using entry set. Like that ucals. If you want to compare any object, any values or any object available, then you can use ucals method. So get is nothing but if you want to get any specific key. For example, I added a one as a Sundar, two as a Ramsame. I want to get only Sundar. Then I can specify get key of one, like get of one. It will give my Sundar as a output. So like that. And also is empty is nothing but if you want to verify any method like is empty. So like that key set I already mentioned you guys. Key set is for retrieving that only what are the keys available in that ASMap. Like put is for updating element. Put all means we can create a ASMap like h1 put to something. Then if you want to update in all the method, then we can use put all method. So we have like remove method. I hope you guys seen that remove method and size. If you want to get the size, if you want to know the size, how many elements which is available in that ASMap, then we can use size, and values is nothing but you guys know. If you want to get the values only, then we can go with values. And so and last is like we want to know about what is the different mostly used in map is like ASMap and linked ASMap, but most priority the peoples will go for ASMap only. So I want to know is the difference. All the things are same. Only this like ASMap will maintain the insertion order. On linked ASMap, sorry, as insertion order in ASMap will not be preserved actually. Linked as before I said, right, in linked ASMap only it will mention like insertion order. ASMap will not maintain any order. And also like data structure. So how that in backend how it will works. The ASMap uses a hash table. Hashing techniques will be followed in that maps actually for ASMap. Linked ASMap is nothing but you guys know about data structure. There is a linked list. So it will follow backend of linked ASMap. So and then so how the class will be implemented. ASMap extends the abstract map and implements the map interface. So this hierarchy actually is nothing but these are the how internally it works, how internally it is designed. So this one. And also like how the version where it will be in JDK, when JDK 2.0 is released, that time ASMap has been implemented. So in linked ASMap is introduced in JDK 4.0. So override is nothing but whichever is mostly used and maintenance is required actually. So ASMap mostly suggested by all the people is ASMap because it has the most unique features, and if you want to allow null keys and null values, then we can go with the linked list or we can go with the ASMap. So this is how that maps collections works. So these are the major difference. These are the methods available. So after this session, you guys can go get maps. How it will be there. Still, we have like a tree map and all. Tree map and all will not be mostly used actually. So that's the reason I didn't took that down. Syntax and all same here only. For instructioning order, that is a major difference from ASMap, linked ASMap, and tree map. So sorting will be up and in tree map, but in ASMap it will not be possible. So this is a major difference between tree map. So guys, tell me, you are okay with this, or you have any doubts? Please let me know so I can please. Hello.
Yeah, Govind.
Yeah,
Any
Govind.
notes?
Yes, Govind, I'm clear.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Clear, Govind.
Okay. So shall we go ahead with next topic?
Yes, Govind.
So next is nothing but since you are in automation background, so major that's a base actually. It is a base locator. You guys know about locators, right? What is locator? What are the What are the types? How many types locators we have available? This is a major thing. Without this, we cannot work on Selenium actually. Without this, we cannot go for automation. So it will play a major role in Selenium automation. I didn't prepare any PPT for this. I'll just explain and I will show the scenarios how it will be, how we have to take that values from the DOM actually. So where you can see that, just a second. So when you navigate to any web application, if you want to automate any application, then Locator is the major thing. It will play in background. So how can we get the locators? How can we get the DOM elements? If you go open and navigate application, if you press F12, there will go like it's created actually. So they are created using multiple tags. For example, here div, and like if it is a table, it will start with the table, and if it's a link test, it will be if it is a link, it will start with the tag names like a. So like that, you have multiple. If you want to, for example, this is a text box, right? If it is a text box, it will be given as a input parameter, input tag. Actually, it will descend with the input tag. So like this, we have multiple things. So first thing is like there are 7 types of locators. One is first is ID. Most preferably used is ID, and then name, link text, partial link text, and then XPath, CSS selector. I missed
Class name.
one. That
Class.
by yes, class name. So these are the locators will be used in locators will be used actually. So this is nothing simple actually. For example, I want to pass a element like for example, I want to search here. So you can inspect like if you go like here, inspect, it will show. So this is a this is a DOM element. It will be designed by using type. So input is a tag name. So type is a attribute tag. It's a attribute value. Text is a attribute value. So like that is name ID is a attribute tag actually. We are using like if you specify ID as a class search term, then it will or a Selenium it will able to identify this is the element actually. So like that, if it is a name, you can specify the name. So it will directly go to this element. It will inspect here. It will be cursor will be pointed here, and then by using send keys or click anything, we can pass it. For example, I want to perform some operation. If you are, I used here locator as a ID. So ID as a calls see church term. So our WebDriver, it will cursor will be moved to this object, and it will be waiting for the send keys or something. We have to pass a for example, I want to search like math element, then it will be searched actually. You can click on search also, or else you can click on here also by using like click method. So this is how that it will be allocators will be used like ID and name, and also like class name. So most these are the mostly things. And if you want to specify any link test, for example, if you want to verify, if you want to get any link, see this is the link text actually. We have a method, we have a locator called link text. If you want to use link text, then you can use go ahead with auto loan calculator. There is a syntax actually always followed how to get the link by driver.find element by link text. If you specify this auto loan calculator, it will point this element actually. After pointing this element, you can specify, you can perform action like click. So it will navigate to auto loan calculator link actually. Then we can perform any other operation in that actually. So, and also like we can give partial link test. Partial link test is nothing but instead of giving full time like auto loan calculator, you can specify auto loan also. So it will take as a contains actually. You can specify, you can take it as a contains. So it will go to this element and you will perform the operation. So like this it will be happen. So next thing is XPath. XPath is a major thing actually. Sometimes developer will not use like idea, name, link test or something. It will be defined nowadays. All the application will be developed in React.js and some other tools actually, JavaScript something. So they're mostly they are not using like ID name. So that place you'll face many complex to find the DOM element. That time mostly used to use XPath. So XPath syntax nothing but I'll show you that. So this is the syntax actually XPath. We have a relative XPath and absolute XPath. Absolute XPath is nothing but it will navigate from root to it's a root actually. It's a navigating. It is just from here actually. It will slash like head slash body slash instead of div slash div. It will go like this actually. But relative XPath is nothing but by using double slash we can specify, you can use some element which is near to the element and we can go again. So that is the mostly used. I won't prepare you guys to go with the absolute XPath. You guys can go with relative XPath. The syntax is nothing but this is a syntax actually. Double slash tag name at attribute equal to attribute value. This is nothing but, for example, I want to perform an operation here.
Govind,
Yeah, tell me.
can you explain once again relative XPath and absolute XPath?
Yes. Absolute XPath is nothing but, for example, I have to perform this operation. Okay. I want to pass a input here. Okay. If you are not perform any operation, the XPath, absolute XPath is nothing but from here, actually from root to we are navigating to this element. For example, HTML slash head slash body and then div and then div ID from table and t body something. Like that we are giving. For example, I will say one example. For example, you are in Hyderabad, we have to travel Vijayawada something. Someone is asking, you are asking someone like how to, can you tell me some location which is near something. That time you are that guy explained from Hyderabad, there is a something like Secunderabad something you have to go, and then it's a long time actually from starting place to end place we have to navigate. But someone is giving a better example like he's not explaining from Hyderabad, but he is giving from Vijayawada near to something. Can you tell me some nearest place of Vijayawada? Something yellow, something is there, no? From there, it's a 68 kilometer to Vijayawada something. So it is a sort. It will understand mostly instead of giving a from start to end, you can give shortest place which is near to Vijayawada. So that's a easiest thing to navigate that place actually. So that's how the XPath will work actually. Hope you understand, right?
So shortest thing which we noted on is the relative XPath,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Absolute
So
is the one from the root cause of the element.
yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
So for that relative XPath, what is the syntax? So the syntax will be followed for relative XPath. Double slash tag name dot attribute equal to value. Nothing but, for example, I clicked on that element, right? So I will give here actually double slash input So what it's showing, if you give input, you guys can see that there is a 3 elements, one of 2, and you have to specify correctly like which element you need. I am giving like at id equal to, I need this one calci term or something. Id is on calci term say attribute value at id equal to attribute value. So it will highlight this element. So this is the simplest XPath which you can take it for in passing the element in this text box actually. So this is how that XPath works. In this relative XPath, we have multiple way of finding the XPath actually. So this is a attribute base. I will pause this text document, so it will be very useful to you guys. So you can. So once the session over, I will pass this document. Okay. So next thing is like we can use multiple attributes actually. Multiple attribute is nothing but we can use and or operation also here. For example, tag name is nothing but like, for example, there is a tag design at / input at size equal to 50 or password. Either we can go ahead with this, whether we can go with password or at size equal to 50. It will take this element actually. It will inspect. Or else, if you are using uncondition, we can specify if element which match with both the condition at size equal to 50 and at id equal to password, then click on that element like this.
Govind,
So,
a small note for me.
okay.
For each and every element, there will be having what is this attributes, right? ID, name, and all this.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
There will be for different of element there with the name of same ID. I mean, same name of ID and same name, same class or same will be there, right? How it will be
No.
located with the tag
See,
name?
no. For example, if the developers are designing something like for example, username, password you are entering and login page, something like same thing will be available in home page, but it will be available in different pages something. So mostly they won't prepare same name. They will do something ID. Here ID they used as a calci sometime, right? If they use in same if they use same thing, then you will get a duplicate actually. So Selenium WebDriver will not know which element you have to click. It will click every time. Selenium will prepare to click on first element only, but you have to perform on second actually. For example, here we have one more tip. Just assume that free online calculator, we have a text box and search. Second time also,
Going 1 second. On the same screen, from third line, fourth line, on the 31st line, we have a name equal to cal search form. And in the 36th line, on the name same, we have cal search term.
okay.
Okay, okay. There is
So
no.
that time, they if they design like that, always if you used only ID equal to calci sometime, if you are using a locator as ID, then you will click on first one only. It will not go get, but you have to perform operation second box actually. So that is not so you cannot get the incas expected by you.
Repeat once again. I'm very sorry. Your voice is very lag.
Okay, sorry
Last
for
point.
that.
Repeat. Okay. Repeat it.
See, there is a text box right here, free online calculator. We have a one text box here and search operation here. So then in below, just assume that there is another text box here, and another search button is here. So you have to perform on second search box, second input box here, second input box and second search button. So if you are using calci search term, then it will perform operation on first one only. Selenium always perform operation on first element, which is identified by itself. So it will not work on second. So that time you can use XPath. We can use the conditions here instead of id dot. If you are using id dot calci term, it will give a. For example, there is a 2 element, then XPath will give some other thing. Then you have to use and condition here, and you can specify something. And equal to like for example, and equal to at class equal to in longer something you can specify. So it will take the unique element actually. Just a second. Okay. You understood, right? Hello.
Yes, I'm clear.
Okay. So, and we will go with another XPath, another way of XPath. For example, there is a text actually. I shown you right. just a second. /A. So we have a text. Okay. If you want to perform any operation by using text actually, then we can go ahead with this actually. So it's nothing but for example, /A at text so it will highlight the element. You can go away with the link text as a, but it will give multiple links actually. So in our go with element, you can go get like this actually. /A text equal to loan calculator. It will click on this link actually. If you want to work on mortgage calculator, we can specify that mortgage calculator here. So it will click on corresponding link. So this is another way of XPath that is available in the text XPath. And for example, I don't want to specify full text. I want to specify only some, for example, like financial mortgage or something. Then you can go ahead with the contains XPath. So contents is nothing but same thing only. We have to specify here actually. We have to specify like contains here actually. Contains text. This is the syntax of this XPath actually. /tag name contains, and you have to give this text and the parcel text. So I will go ahead with, I will show you some example here. Contains text. So I will remove this calculator. See, now also you are able to see, right, loan, but it will give a duplicate like 1 of 2, first and 2 element. So then we can give then we can go ahead with like index passing also, or else you can specify some other things like loan calculator something. So by using these contents, we can go with some short element actually. So these are one of the available in text like content XPath. Same thing, only partial match text also. And also we have some other XPath. For example, if we take in some complex application, there we cannot go with a simple XPath like tag name equal to attribute or something. There we have something relationship actually. For example, parent to child. Parent is nothing but I'll show you. This is a parent actually. For A is there, no? For A, it's a parent is div or something. Okay. For A, this one parent class is div.
Can you be little louder?
Hello.
Can you be little louder?
Yeah. Okay. So this another XPath which is available in this parent to child actually. Parent to child is nothing but I know this div actually. Div this one. I want to go this element, next element. Then you can parent to child actually. So we can use this syntax actually. What is the parent to parent / tag name? It will give us another. Just a second, I will show you. We can take some other. Okay. I will take this itself. / div id where is okay. I identify the element. Now I have to go with style actually. Then you can use style. So it will go to this is the relative XPath which is parent to child going. This is a parent, this is a child. Okay, you understood, right? Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Can understand.
Clear.
Yeah. So this is another way. And also like grandparent to grandchild. So nothing but I know instead of I knowing parent, I know the grandchild, grandparent. Grandparent is nothing but this one actually. So from here I want to come, this means we can go this is the syntax for them. Okay. So like that we have multiple XPath like child XPath, child to parent, and a grandparent to. So just we have to think our logic actually. How we are how in our relationship coming, right? Grandparent to cousin, something child or something parent. So like that we have this. So just go ahead with syntax. It will be very easy actually. For example, and one more thing, mostly is like siblings actually. I'll show one more example for siblings actually. Mm, Okay, for this sibling, if you have another one type, it will be very useful to show the example. I'm not able to find this. It's a simple application, so I'm not able to see like that kind of complex here actually. So if you take any other complex application, you can see that XPath. If you are not able to find a simple XPath, then you can go ahead with this combination actually. This for your uh, will achieve all things from by using this much of XPath only. But if you are not, if you can go ahead with this, so from this we can identify. So this are about XPath. And CSS, nothing. CSS selector mostly not used, not used because it's